There we go. Now we are 100% working and ready. Ah. There we go. So, hello, and welcome to me playing more of Ghost Trick, where I'm gonna have to move my model further to the right. How are you doing today, Ola? And Nitro, for that matter. I have played or talked with Asp earlier, so yeah. Continue. Doesn't really matter which one I continue, because they're both the same. Temtic Park. The site of the little lady Camilla's abduction. Doing alright, finally got your whole set moved into your room so you can start streaming in. Nice! Yeah. Very good. Maybe I can actually, you know, raid you again. So usually you go live at times where I'm long ended. Simply because, you know, time zones. Time zones are the bitch. Raid target acquired. Yes. Olan usually plays Hunt, which is very entertaining. And Olan is a very good teammate in Hunt, as I've mentioned multiple times by now. It's just gonna keep a shared area with your roommate until you realize how loud your roommate can get. Yeah. I mean, it's not even, like, it's nothing malicious, and I understand that. People get loud at times, and that's just the way it is. But seriously, you are a very reliable teammate in Hunt, in the way that is the best way, because you can have reliable teammates that are just extremely good at the game, and that way they're reliable, but they're kind of boring to have around. But at the same time, you can also have reliable teammates that are going along with shenanigans and having a blast. Hello, Bakasura. How are you doing today? I don't get to play with you often, and honestly, I still feel kind of bad for the way that I sometimes talk, because I don't know, I'm an idiot. And sometimes I come off as very... I don't even know how to say it. Tired as hell, not a little sleep. How are you? I'm actually doing quite well today. I actually woke up half an hour earlier today and just kind of chilled until I had to go to work, and honestly, since then I had a pretty decent day. Yeah, it's pretty nice. That does effectively mean that I woke up at 5:30 AM, but somehow I'm not actually tired. Yeah. I'm looking forward to getting close to the end of this game, I think. You just figured out if you ever said anything... Just figured if you never said anything about it, then you're just gonna bump me. So I'm just, No. I get very anxious about stuff, so I try not to do it. I realize I do it. I don't mean to. It's just a bad trait of my personality, I guess. And I really don't want to annoy people with it. I just want to have fun playing a video game. And I know that can get fairly annoying, so yeah. Anyway. On to the game, where we have reached a point where we have realized that while supposedly, you're not aware of this, but still, well, supposedly the daughter of the Minister of something has been abducted, it is actually the daughter of a detective that we are currently helping. So now we are trying to free the daughter of said detective, and yeah. Minister of Justice. Thank you. I forgot what it was. So, yeah. Temtic Park, the site of the little lady Camilla's abduction tonight, and the place where an important piece of evidence, the music box, was hidden. Hey look, it's the Chicken Man. I wonder why our lady detective is looking so dejected. So at least she isn't dead. But what did she find? Almost started quoting Dr. Worm at you. What? What? What does that even mean? Well, we're gonna make our way over to her. It's a song, I see. we can make it here. Just barely. Huh? What's he doing here? La la la, let me spend a moment with times with you, my love. Okay. The world will not end if the food delivery is a little late. Okay. A little late? It's already ice cold. Ah, the hats. Okay. Time to yeet him. Why is that boot? Why is that paper going all the way up? Love letter. Leaflet. Okay. I'm probably supposed to spin this around. Ew, I got this thing spinning pretty fast. I didn't even put much effort into it. This is quite a bit of power and speed for a piece of playground equipment. I can just imagine all the poor kids who get sent flying all over the park. Oh yeah, we did that back in the game. This game hella weird. This game is hella weird, but it's also hella fun. Well, seems we're quite tired. Now, little girl. Oh, well. Oh, there you are, Sissel. I couldn't resist. From your dejected expression, I gather, you didn't find what you were looking for. Right. I can't find the music box anywhere. But I found something else that said something horrible. Horrible? What is it? There, in the grass, you'd better see for yourself. It's a dead person. It's the vegan person earlier. Very dead, though. Looks like a dead body. I nearly died when I saw it. I suppose now that we found it, we can't just leave it here, can we? Was she supposed to meet up with the dude on the swing? No, I suppose not. We're gonna get rid of that dead body real quick. Mascot? Trowel? Well. Let's figure out how you died. Stop the park from being turned into a house excited to protect the park! The Rock of the Gods! We hope you died a body. No, we're gonna actually save them. You there! You're talking to me, aren't you? I have some leaflets for you, leaflets I know you'll be very interested in. I urge you to be perused thoroughly, examined in detail. Never mind that right now. Do you remember your name? My name... What does my name matter when there's more important things to worry about? Okay. Come now, and study these tracks with me, my brother. Come on and learn with me about... Come and learn about the Rock of the Gods with me. The night is no longer young. As a matter of fact, daybreak is approaching, but we are young. Look, I don't have time to get involved in your way of life, but I am interested in your way of death. Can't remain any... I didn't expect you to join in as well, Olen. To be fair, I know the song, though. So let's go back to 4 minutes before your death. Yep. Now we're going to watch how she's getting crushed by the mascot thing. 4 minutes before death. She's bothering the detective. And so I made up my mind, so I resolved to live here in this park and defend it. Okay, and what does that have to do with this Rock of the Gods you mentioned? You still don't appear to understand. It's written quite clear in the 4th leaflet in great detail. Excuse me, but I have to use the restroom. Ah, look, it's Camilla. I'm coming! Just hold on! I'll be right there. I've located the target, Beauty. A girl of the right age, coming out of the right apartments building at the right time. Yes, my dear. I'll ever so gently nap and come right back to your side. Good evening, young lady. Won't you come with me? Creep. Oh gods, what do I do? What should I do? I have to do something. Camilla killed him. Oh no, wait. He saved Camilla! Because that man can stick him out for days. Somebody else is using ghost tricks. And they're using very different ghost tricks. So basically, apparently, when you die, you can gain powers of the dead. Ours is, we can interact with stuff and make them move. Somebody else apparently got the power to switch to things, somehow. And honestly, considering it's a guardian angel kind of act, it might be that girl's mother. However, at the same time, we have learned that a ghost is only supposed to last for about a day, and her mother died years ago. So, don't know what's going on there. One night, actually. Yeah, close enough. What in the world? What just happened? Oh, that's Mino. Mino? Mino the mascot, the symbol of Thameslink Park. Forget about the name of that big creepy lump of concrete. I'm talking about the way it changed direction. Did you see that? Yes, I did. We witnessed it with our own eyes. The power of the Rock of the Gods. That was the power of the gods. The power of the gods saved that little girl and killed you, you dumbass. Never underestimated mother's love. And then the same power very deliberately crushed you instead. Yes, precisely. That is called the mischief of the gods. Was it the mischief of the gods or was it a ghost trick? Nah, it couldn't have been a ghost trick. A ghost trick could change the direction of something that heavy in midair. But wait a minute. What if there was somebody with much greater powers than me? Because we've already learned that there's somebody apparently running around with the power to control somebody's actions, which we can't do either. They got crunchified like a popcorn. What if this was Ray? Because we still don't know who that lamp is. And I'm very suspicious of him. So, what the fuck do we do? Look at that, there's another flame beside mine. Oh, so that is the flame of God, is it? But hold on. Your spirit is a flame too, isn't it? Yeah, so? Oh, pardon me, but are you God? I sincerely doubt it. At the last minute, that big lump of concrete made a huge swing to one side. That was probably the flames doing. Who could it be? I definitely believe it either to be a god or somebody got related. Maybe I try talking to this person. It's her mother. What the? This person's with much greater powers than me. It's Missile. It's Missile. Fuck! It's a tiny little fucking Shiba. Okay, not a Shiba, but a tiny dog. Sissel! Motherfucker! It's fucking Missile! Oh my, it's Missile! You look, well, for being dead. Did you see? Did you see what I did? I did it. I tried really hard and did it. I saved Miss Camilla. Are you telling me I was done in by a puppy dog? Missile, what's going on? How did you get the powers of the dead? It is adorable. It's fucking Missile. Missile, what's going on? How did you get the powers of the dead? I'm glad you asked. After Miss Camilla out and you left. Oh, you didn't just run into the wall until you died, did you? Please tell me you didn't just run into a wall and died. I went like crazy to make my own path and I did it. I was hit by a car. And then I follow Miss Camilla out into the big wide world. It's adorable. And then here in the park, I found it at last. Yes, you guessed it. I barked. You bet I did. And I went running after it too. He got run over by that fucker. You bastard. You absolute buffoon. And then I guess I died. And then I was unconscious for a little while. When I came to, it was all over. Poor Miss Camilla. Crushed under the big scary lump. Brains like this, you're smaller than Missile, you'd live longer. Yeah. Missile is a complete idiot, but he's so fucking adorable. Oh, what have I done? I'm so sorry, little lady. Please forgive me. Miss Camilla! At the rescue, Miss Camilla. It was up to me. I cried out from the depths of my heart, and then... I can't tell you how surprised I was, but I bet you understand, right? Better than probably anybody else would. And remember what you did for me and how you saved me. So... you went back, right? Back to 4 minutes before the little lady's death. You better did! Because I context some of these messages were quite interesting. Ah... Yes, my dear. I'll ever so gently nap on... But how? Now's my chance, I thought. I saw the car. I don't know, it looks pretty far. I stretch out my paw toward the car. Oh, how I felt at that moment. I'd love for you to be able to feel it too. Go ahead, Cecil. Go ahead and try it for yourself. What the fuck? Missile is so much stronger than us! I can't believe it. How could you connect over such a great distance? Well, they don't call me Missile for nothing. And so then you manipulated that Minnow thing and threw it aside? Right on top of my head. Well, no, actually. Huh? I can't manipulate things like you can, Cecil. You can't? Then how did you... I didn't know what to do. Then I happened to see something out of the corner of my eye. And it had a cord too. A single leaf hanging from the tree. I tried reaching out to the leaf. What in the world? Can't manipulate things. But apparently I can swap them. So I guess the two things have the same shape, that is. Swap things with the same shape. Go ahead and try it. Press swap. What the fuck, man? It's incredible. So that's how you save the mistress, is it? And that's how I became caught up in this, is it? That thing's shape is quite convenient, huh? It's a leaf. I'm very sorry. My powers were too meager. Meager? Because, you see, I saw one more. I happened to notice one more car. There was something with the exact same shape stuck in the branches of a tree. Hey, you're right. If Mina could be swapped again with that, then disaster wouldn't have to rain down on my head. It's too far away. But what is that thing? It's too big to be a leaf. Whatever it is, I'd much prefer it on my head than Mina. It's a bee's nest. Or maybe a wasp's nest. So why didn't you swap them, Missile? I couldn't. can stretch out my paw a little further than you can, Sizzle. But this was just too far for me. I couldn't reach. I must admit, this is a fascinating spectacle of a death, if I do say so myself. I kept retrying over and over, seeing if there was anything I could do. I bet there's something you can do now. Huh? If we work together, you and me. Sissel, you think so? I don't plan on letting anybody die in front of me tonight. Do you think you could help me? Of course! Naturally! I wonder if they ever feel... if they feel it every time they die. That's a good question, honestly. I'm scared to ask. Missile and Sissel, yes! Also, that's not how you write missile. Missile. So we're going to drop that Mino in a different spot. Okay, let's try it. Go back again to 4 minutes before. It's fucking Missile. Of course it is fucking Missile. Alright, let's get started. I'm gonna have to move up to the ball. 4 minutes from now, you'll swap with Mino with a leaf. And then you have to swap Mino with something else. Something with the same shape. Oh, I believe that's a rugby ball. Okay, a rugby ball, huh? But with a rugby ball where it is now, Missile can't reach it. So that means I have to move it closer somehow. It looks like you and I will have to work together on that one, Missile. Okay, I'm ready. Whenever you want to use my swap trick, just press R2. Sorry. That way, you'll be able to control me. And then if you press R2, control will come back to me. Okay, that's right. Together we can stop Mino from hurting anybody. Also, I can already feel my voice fucking dying. Alright, Missile. Your power's the key this time. Okay, I'm ready. I can swap anything that has the same shape. Just call on me if you find anything you want to try. Probably the best thing to do is just a bunch of... try a bunch of things and see how it goes. If I see something that we can swap, I should use R2. Yes, I will drink. Honestly, I feel like I'm getting a cold again. Would you whistle through, man? Summer colds are the worst. Oh, would you look at that? There's sure a whole lot of round things around here. Oh boy! That means it's time for me to... right? My hair's also round. Let's see. To use Missile's power, just tap R2. I'll try to see and try and see what happens. Bong. Oh. 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 Are they both in the same soul orb? I don't think they are. Sorry about all this trouble, Sissel. If only my paw could reach a little further, I could have swapped that big lump more than one time. So with a rugby ball in the tree nearby. That's alright. That's what we're going to do now, together. And I'm going to give it my best. First thing to do is to find a path to the rugby ball. I can't be in there, so that's good to know. This is a cute. Missile is great. Missile. Yes, it still exists. See, I can't move it very much. Maybe because of that swap I made? Guess it's a little bonus about all the way that I can handle. You, here you come already. Swore to myself not to repeat my mistakes. Mistakes? When somebody's in trouble, you should lend them a hand. Otherwise, you'll definitely regret it. And now the recklessness of my youth has taken over, giving me lightning-fast speed. I've been thinking. If we could stop this man from running, maybe he wouldn't get squished. It won't be easy to stop me once the recklessness of youth has taken over. Stop him, eh? Yeah, but how? Things we are kind of stuck here anyway, because of the way that this works. Though we also need to swap these back. Hit him with a basketball on the head. Oh. I actually have an idea. I actually have an idea. I don't know how this will work out. No. I'm gonna need another set of swaps here. Nope. Nope, wrong button again. Never mind, that did fuck all. Right. What do you think of my lightning fast pace? I wish you would just knock it off, that's what I think. We don't have much time to prepare. I think we're going to have to find a way to stop him from running. As far as I can see it, the only way to do that is to use the playground equipment. What? You know what? The seesaw, the swing, those things. Precisely. Except there's one more piece of equipment, to be exact. Stop him with the equipment, eh? Maybe I should rethink things here. Yeah, I'm gonna have to restart. One kill will probably stop the recklessness of the youth. Yeah. Did I already do it? Yeah, okay. Open the lid. Wee. Skip this. So the fact that Missile can just go this far is kind of ridiculous. Hang on a minute. Look at this funny flattened ball. It's the same shape as a horrible minnow, but it's too far to swap from here. Even this ball is starting to look horrible to me. We have to find a way to get this ball closer to that minnow thing. Knock it down from the tree, I say. There must be something we can do. Thing is, we can't move this thing around. Wait. No, that makes it too far. No. Switch these two. Nope, wrong button. Oh, wait, that's not what I wanted to do. I don't know why the swing didn't act like I wanted to, but that's annoying. So, I know what I need to do, essentially. Flip this open. Essentially, Sizzle is just going to be in the swing. We can't really move him anywhere else. Yeah, dialogue that we already know. Blop, 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 blop. Basically, we're just swapping a lot of the round things around so that we have the spots that we want to have, and so that we have the things that we want to be in the same spot, on the correct spots, in the correct spots. Why are you moving back? I don't know. Spin them faster. No, I need to... It's really annoying because I have to time it correctly. One end of the seesaw is broken, so it's unbalanced. I mean, I get that, but at the same time, the ball... I'm pretty sure when I moved my way over there, it worked, but... oh well. Yeah, have the dialogue again. Spin them faster. I can't spin the thing. I can't reach it. That's the problem. Sure, please use physics. I'm trying. I really am. Nah. No. There we go. Swap these two. There's something important to say, and that is... what is the important thing you have to say? If it's about you wanting to pet Missile, I understand. Good job. Wow. Fucking hope I am. No. Swap these two. Essentially. Dope job. Wait a minute. I am... wrong button. No! No! Why? Stop! 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 I am stupid, and I have understood entirely what I've done wrong. The thing is just... while I realized that the fucking time advanced. I don't need the seesaw on the left side. I'm a fucking moron. It's a trick puzzle. It really isn't. I'm just stupid. Like, I am just really stupid. All I need to do is move the basketball onto the seesaw. That is all that needs to happen. I don't need to do anything with balancing and physics. I'm just fucking dumb. I'm still gonna switch these around because it's funny to have the tie in there. Tangy maybe figured it out. I'm pretty sure I just need to wait here. And... since I can't swap while the damn thing is flying, I think we're just gonna have to wait here for a moment. No, never mind. That wasn't it either. We can't swap while the damn thing's in flight. But the basketball doesn't fly high enough. Maybe I just put the tire on the swing and just watch the dude just not lift the damn thing. It would be damn impressive if he lands on the swing and moves the fucking tire, because that was the wrong one. Entirely. Maybe tire. Maybe tire. Whoop, whoop. Basketball seems to go too high. It doesn't reach the ball. It goes just below it. So the Tiso won't budge. It's because that's what, mate. Yeah, I know. Heat thyself. That ain't it. That ain't it. We need to stop the man from running. Somehow. So the game wants us to do something with the round stuff here. Why are you already here? You are super early. Also, the elaborate duck, but there's no the tired basketball and baseball swapping places. Like... Have you considered launching Sizzle? I can't interact with anything while the ball's in midair. That's the problem. I have had another idea just now. So that I need to switch these back for the moment. No. I'm running out of time anyway, I need to restart. Oh. I'm having an idea. Skip the dialogue. Switch to missile. Switch these two around. Move missile back over to the left. Hey, Mal! How are you doing? Now we wait for the guy to spin the damn thing and hope that that's going to be enough for me to jump into that tire. Because that's what I think the tire is for, to increase the hitbox of the basketball. So I can actually jump to it. Wow, I didn't see this coming. Don't you know the first thing about the Globe Climber? Huh? Even little children treat it with the respect it deserves. They know that unless you spin it gently, there's no stopping it. Yeah, it does look pretty dangerous. Looks like I'm just destined to fly through the air for this for a while. This just might buy some time. Maybe just keep spinning around like that the whole 4 minutes. I'm sorry, but I don't think I would stand for that long. But anyway, at least we stopped him from running for a while. I am doing quite well, Mo. How about you? Let's do what we can while we have this chance. I can't reach it. Look at this funny flattened ball. Yes, I know. Live souvenir. You are a fork. I see. I have had this dialogue before. Things like can't trick with a rugby ball. So the fact that I can reach it now with this is great and all, but I can't do anything with it. Oh, so close! If you hit the ball, it would have knocked it down. Is that all this umbrella can be used for? For knocking the rugby ball down? Don't forget about my powers! Don't forget about my recklessness of use. Wrong button. Hang on a minute. It's not resembling anything, though. I'm not completely dumb, right? That does not resemble anything I could swap with. Oh! I know. Now it's just a question, which one of them? Baseball? I'm gonna trade baseball. And pray, essentially. Nope, that went too high. That went way too high. Not baseball. From beginning, Missile deserves hugs. It does. Missile does deserve hugs. It needed to be the basketball ball. I now know what I need to do at least, so. You go over there. Skip the dialogue, because we've read it like 100 times at this point. Currently 38 degrees C outside. Man, that's not very nice. Switch these two. Wait for them to swap. Switch the basketball and the tire. No, the tire, there we go. As we move you back over to the left. But then 45C of yesterday. Yeah, that's so good. So the tire is there to extend the hitbox so I can actually link up with it. So this is fine. Yeah, 38 degrees Celsius inside your body is quite the fever. For a moment I thought I broke the music. Close the umbrella. What's normal temperature again? 36.7 or something like that? Heat the basketball into the umbrella so it will heat it up. Go for it. The umbrella won't close, will it? Ball must be in the way. Oh well, I guess we don't have to close it. But what do I do with it then? Yes, I know the flattened ball, blah blah. Wow, I so did not see that coming. I never thought the umbrella would catch the ball. Did you see that? The tree branch, it shook a little. I think I saw it shake. Oh, I know what I need to do. When it shook a little more, it would knock the terrible rugby ball down from its terrible tree. I know what I need to do. We just need a little bit more weight. Sure, we can do this. We just have to put our heads together. Everything looks so good so far. We just need one more step. Yep. Hang on a minute. Ah. It's not quite there. I needed to switch them back. I think the tire was not supposed to go there. I made a mistake. Whoopsie. Wrong button. One more time. One more time. So the tire does not go in there to extend the hitbox. I guess that was just straight up wrong. Tire needs to stay where it is. Otherwise I can't... Or I need to switch them earlier. Could play it safe and just switch them earlier. I'm just gonna play it safe. Essentially meaning that I'm going to switch the tire over to the ball and everything as usual. Nah. Only this wasn't so finicky. Wait, no, I can't do that. Doesn't work this way at all. Switch them. Switch them. Move missile back over to the tire. Go into sizzle mode. Where we're gonna spin the dude. So I can climb. Which is gonna be good. Now we're gonna leave this up. Then we go to the umbrella again. Close it. Open it. Switch to missile. So you're gonna yeet it up. Whoop. Very good. So we now switch it to the tire, which should break the branch, which will make them fall. There, we moved the ball. What do you think, Missile? With the ball there. I think I can do it. Just a few seconds. You'll swap Minnow with a leaf, and then from there you can swap Minnow for one more time. The final moment is near, Missile. Are you ready? You bet! Can I just go from ball to... No, I can't do that. Time to death. Okay, watch me, Sissel. Here I go. Finishing touches. You can do it, Missile. Swap Minnow with a ball. I just want to know where that fucking thingy went. There, how's that? I had been spared. Truly, that was a try worthy of the gods. Namin is right where he belongs. In the trash. Oh man, Bonk. We did it again, didn't we? Didn't we? Hey, classic. Can you give yourself a shout out? And nobody has to die. Except for one brave little somebody. Huh? I'm talking about you, Missile. Oh, me? I guess you're right. I'm still dead, aren't I? So now let's go back and save your life. Wait a minute. What is it? I'll think about it. I think I want to stay dead a little longer. What? When I was alive, I couldn't even help Miss Camilla when she was in trouble. I want to be able to protect Miss Camilla. See you, Missile. Again. And to do that, I need these powers I have now. Let's see. Perfectly understandable. Even I wish I had powers like that. Hey, we just saved you. Don't waste your life away already. Oh, of course. So you're right. Okay, Missile. Have it your way. By the way, Mr. Reckless Youth, there's a certain detective who needs that music box you found. When we get back to the present time, would you give that to her? Certainly. You have my word. Let's go back then to the present. We still, you should be dead, person, dude. Well, no, we just saved them. They're not dead anymore. That's the thing we just did. And so Camilla ended up in the hands of the kidnappers. We weren't able to change that part. Lynn listened to my story without saying anything. I'm sorry. I wish there was something else I could have done. No, you did the best you could. I'm sure she is all right. After all, she has me. Missile, are you in there? Miss Lynn, leave Miss Camilla to me. I know I don't look like much right now, but I'm sure I can help her. Missile. No! Miss Lynn! Why does she have a haircut like a Spartan? I don't know. I'm going to leave it up to Missile. Kind of looks like Missile's being left up to the wind. Off he goes to save Miss Camilla. Man, this man looks fucking ridiculous. I have something to give you. Stop the park from being turned into a park entirely site. Protect the park. The Rock of the Gods. Aren't you forgetting your promise? Oh, pardon me. Pardon me. My apologies. This is for you. Because you've heard of Axe because she has axe flips. Wonder where I should put that. Get the music box saved, didn't you? Thank you. Not at all. I was only doing what the Rock of the Gods would have wanted. What's the matter? Carry your tongue? He's mesmerized by my beauty. Hey, the cat's not allowed to get your tongue! He remembers her from a few years ago. From quite a few years ago. Yeah. He was in the park when the dude got shot by the detective. So we're probably going to get yet another side of the story. Excuse me, but are you... No, it couldn't be. Have we met before? Aren't you that little girl from that time? I'll never forget it. It was 10 years ago in this park. 10 years ago? Are you talking about... In this park, the gods surely control fate. Today, 10 years ago from that day, we meet once again. If that isn't the power of the gods, then what else is it? It could be just coincidence. But apparently you know our lady detective here. Could you tell us about it? About what happened 10 years ago? Yes, of course. I was actually just about to do that. Rock of the Gods. What's this Rock of the Gods you keep mentioning? Don't you know? It's right here, right there in front of us. Let me know? No. Missile! Poor little doggy. Missile. Anyways, but have a good time. As good as it gets, I guess. Wait a minute. You said gods, but do you mean dogs? Is it Missile? Yes. The Rock of the Gods is Missile. Of course not. Don't be silly. This is no time for ridiculous word games. You are standing just above the Rock of the Gods now. Take a good look at that monument. Monuments? Dog of the Rocks. Yes. Rock of the Gods, Tenzing Park. Hang on a minute. Is the Rock of the Gods related? Dog Rock. Is the meteor connected to the fact that people are developing the powers of the dead? The Rock of the Gods. The rock is buried in the ground, right there. It's been there these 10 years. Ever since that day it flew down from the heavens, it showed us a miracle. I'm guessing nobody actually got shot. 10 years ago. And the man is mistakenly thinking that he shot someone. A miracle? So this rock you've been talking about is a meteorite? Precisely. It dropped from the sky on that day 10 years ago. And because Missile died directly next to it, he's got more powerful ghost tricks? Maybe. Maybe. I mean, there was some weird glowy thing when he was ghost tricking, or when he was starting to ghost trick, right? Sure, you know all about it. Me? 10 years ago. That day, I just happened to be passing through this park. I had no idea that the day would change my destiny. The sun was going down, and through the gloom, I heard the scream of a little girl. I just calmed down and dropped that weapon. Okay. Is everyone misremembering? I peeked out fearfully from the bushes and saw some shadowy figures. I didn't see the faces of the criminal clearly. I knew I should do something to help, but I couldn't move. The tension was so thick it was painful, just when I couldn't stand it any longer. That's what had happened. The sky suddenly burned bluish white. Okay. Cecil didn't die nowhere close to the rock. Yeah, which is why he has weak powers. When it crashed into the ground, the meteorite gave off a shower of beautiful fragments. Or maybe he was close to a fragment. And then I saw it. One of those beautiful fragments pierced it to the criminal's back. The judgment of the gods was brought down on the park that day. Ah. What if said criminal is Sissel? And that's why he has the powers of the dead to control people while he's alive. 10 years ago, the little girl that was you was saved by the Rock of the Gods. Oh my, I can't believe it. That would also give a reason to why the Detective Jard was painting Sissel, right? The Rock of the Gods was given the name Temsik, and still today, it lies sleeping deep in this park's earth. Temsik. I never knew about this, Temsik. I always thought the Detective Jowd was the one who saved me. You were very young then, and you passed out from the shock of being taken hostage. Of course you wouldn't remember. But that's funny. A huge incident like that should have caused quite an upstir. But it's strange you never heard of it, Lynn. It is, isn't it? But now that I think about it, I remember I didn't want to think about what happened. I avoided the news and I never came back to this park again. That's why I didn't know anything about it. The meteorite was named Temsik after the name of this park that it fell in. And then the Rock of the Gods was forgotten. Now an awful thing is happening. They're talking about turning the park into a housing site. I'll never forget the miracle I witnessed that day. So I've taken up the residence in this park and I'm trying to appeal to the people. Protect the park, the Rock of the Gods. That is my mission. I see. I'm taking you with me, Missile. So 10 years ago, the little girl that was Lynn wasn't aware of the meteorites. I get that, but Detective Jowd, on the other hand, there's no way he didn't know about this Temsik thing. And if he knew... And the man died. I took his life. What was that confession office all about? The man didn't die, did he? Huh. The rocks of the gods that fell from the sky 10 years ago changed the destinies of many people's lives. Like the ripples of a pond when a pebble is dropped in it. I mean, the man is a zombie. No, I don't think so. With every answer I get, I learn about a new mystery. Will I be able to break the chain of mysteries before dawn? Anyway, now that we have the evidence we need, we decided to meet up again at the Minister's office. Besides a few things I wanted to ask Detective Jowd. Death is a fluid concept in this world. Yeah, we found the music box, Detective Jowd. Good job, Lynn. I knew you would. Once everything had been resolved, I'd wanted to give this to him. Him? You mean Inspector Cabanela, right? I don't suppose he'll ever forgive me. Detective Jowd. Now then, let's get this thing open. There's a certain act to doing it, you know. Just ripping it open with brute force. See? He calls that a knack? It looks more like brute strength to me. There you are. Yep, that's just handled as evidence. You should find scorch marks on the grip. Scorch marks? When Camilla builds a contraption, she used a special kind of string. It's the kind magicians use. It burns up in an instant and disappears. Why would little Camilla use something like that? I don't know. Maybe because she's a detective's daughter. Not leaving any evidence behind and all that. In the case report, there was a mention of some scorch marks. What happened? Camilla was watching from a hiding place. She saw the flames run through the gun, something she naturally didn't include in her design. I took the gun out of the frame and replaced it with a picture. If you remove the picture, you should find scorch marks behind on the frame too. And those marks should match up with the ones on the gun. In other words, proves the contraption existed there in that room that day. And it didn't work the way your little girl intended, is that right? Exactly. Some cowardly culprit modified the design. But that angle was never brought up in court. And so, as the Justice Minister, I must call off the execution at this point. You're always right. It wasn't Detective Jowd. Now we can finally prove that. Thank goodness. Thank you, Lynn. In those eyes of yours, I see the eyes of that little girl from 10 years ago. Yeah, about those eyes from 10 years ago. Let's just scare this guy real quick. What's the matter? I just don't know. What should I have done 5 years ago? Back then, nobody had any way of knowing the true nature of the manipulator. It wasn't anybody's fault that we didn't know the truth. Do you really think so? Of course, besides, what's important right now is deciding what to do next, right? Am I right? She's right, Mr. Minister. Yes, of course, I do believe she is. What is it now? I just don't know. What should I do next? We'll figure it out. We believe in you. Well, let's talk to this man. Sizzle. If you hadn't come to my cell tonight, I would be gone by now, without ever having known any of this. This is what I deserve. That's what I taught myself these past 5 years. But things are different now. Thanks to you, my eyes have been finally opened. 5 years ago? Tonight, I've come into contact with a lot of people's lives and got involved in their fates. And the only reason I was doing it was to regain my own lost memory. But things are different now. We're connected to each other somehow, I just know it. And that's why I need to ask you a few more questions. In order to find the truth about us. Fair enough, fire away. The Manipulator. Sister told me all about the Detective Jowd. About the Manipulator. Yes, and it looks like this Manipulator really did a number on the Minister too. Ah! Please don't pick on the Minister. If he dies again, I'm the one who has to save him. Ah! Do you think that's what happened to me too? Hmm? What are you talking about, Lynn? Don't tell me you were manipulated too? There was always a part of me that just couldn't believe it. There was that image of the one who shot me. But now I see the possibility of a new explanation. I think that Sissel is the manipulator. But who is it, and why did they do it? Camilla's contraption. The contraption was a birthday present, birthday surprise for Camilla's mother, wasn't it? That's right. Something's been bothering me about it. I feel like I know that device from somewhere. No surprise there. You lost your life once tonight because of that machine. Right, I knew it. See Detective Jowd? No, I'm afraid I don't see. I told Detective Jowd about it. Told him about seeing the exact same contraption tonight in a completely different place. It's very strange indeed. A junkyard on the edge of town? I've never even heard of the place. What's more, I've never told a single soul about that contraption. You haven't? That old pigeon guy. Who in the world is he? Oh, Temzik. Tell me more about this thing. Detective Jowd, you must have heard this name before. Temzik. The meteorite that fell in the park 10 years ago, you were there. So you found out about that, did you? I heard that meteorite saved little Lynn's life. That's right. I couldn't do anything to help Lynn that day. But in that case, I don't get it. If that's true, doesn't that mean you didn't steal somebody's life away? What are you talking about? Detective Jowd, you told me that 10 years ago, the person who killed the perpetrator in the park was you. What? But it was the meteorite. I wasn't lying. I stole that man's life away, no question about it. It was entirely my fault. I was just about to shoot him. I would have shot him the next instant if the meteorite hadn't come. At that point, I was already a murderer. That's not true. You were trying to save me. Then I'm sorry, but I don't think that's really it. Huh? Okay. The truth about 10 years ago, please tell me finally, I need to know. On that day 10 years ago, a different incident happened in another place. Another place? Yes. In the police headquarters interrogation room. The worst sort of incident, a suspect who was being questioned escaped. Wow, I didn't know about that. I happened to be there in the detective division, so I joined the chase. Was a self-defense situation, so legally not murder? Yes. Guess me, there's fate in Turkish or something? I see. Fortunately, or I guess unfortunately, I was able to track him down alone in the park. Yeah, we have the same dialogue yet again. I fired a warning shot I wanted to catch him, bad. And the warning shot made him panic. At the time, I was a young and green detective brandishing my sense of justice like a sword. I made him panic and got you involved, Lynn. It was all my fault. Detective Jowd. All I could see was my target. I couldn't even see you. So sorry, Lynn. So the man who grabbed me died that day. These last 10 years, I've never forgotten his face. And then a few years after that, when my wife Alma died in such a mysterious way, I thought it was fate, my punishment for what I'd done. I painted pictures in my cell, nothing but portraits of people's faces. All the faces of the many people I met in my life and didn't want to forget. And tonight, I finished my last portrait, the final face I wanted to remember. Thistle, the man he thought he killed. Or that died that day, but didn't. The final face, the face of the man in the park that day. He's not dead. Oh, wait just 1 minute. That can't be, I saw that painting. I saw the face you painted tonight. It was my face! Are you telling me I was the man in the park that time? That's right. That face of yours is the face I saw 10 years ago. The face of the man whose life I stole was the man who was pronounced dead at the scene. But hold on, Detective Judd. That can't be true. I just met Sissel for the first time tonight. And he died right in front of me. By the way, the name that I know that man in this park by isn't Sissel. But from the first minute I laid my eyes on you tonight, I've been wondering, who in the world is this guy? Mr. Minister? Inspector Cabanello, where are you? Just be quiet and listen. This is our demand. What? Demand? Our demand hasn't changed. The execution must be tonight. I'm not surprised. I'm not surprised at all. Once we confirm it's been carried out, we will release the hostage. What are you talking about, Inspector Cabanella? And you know it wasn't my daughter who was abducted. Does it really matter who the hostage is? A life is a life. Even if it's the daughter of a death row prisoner. Once the criminal gets the punishment he deserves, the hostage will go free. Carry out the execution immediately and wait for a call. I know where he is. What is it, Mr. Minister? You look paler than ever. What in the world? What's going on? Inspector Cabanella! The rock of the ghost that fell from the sky 10 years ago twisted the fates of many people and started a chain of tragic events. And even now, the chain continues to grow even longer. Inspector Cabanella's call proved that to us. And the greatest mystery of all has risen to the surface. Who is this me I've been chasing all night? Who am I? Shot in the dark. Somebody's power of the dead is to change bodies with somebody else. And Sissel is somebody entirely different. Completely out of the blue here, but that is the guess I'm having. I'm even further from knowing when I started. I mean, the person who told us who we were was Ray. The linked past. Yes, I want to save. That was a long chapter, so to be fair, the puzzle took me a while. That would be weird, since IRC sold content with the bodies of the dead. But there was also some wackiness with other people, right? 10 years ago, a man named Sissel took a little girl named Lynn hostage, and then was killed by meteorite fragments. Tonight, a man named Sissel met a detective named Lynn at a junkyard on the edge of town, and then was killed by a bullet. But then the scene I would find waiting for me on the other end of the phone line feels like the final nail in the coffin of my lost memory. I see. Myself. There's multiple of him? No, I'm still guessing that it's the same body. But I'm guessing that Ray has some weird-ass power that lets him control other people / bodies. And I'm guessing that it's Ray. Fucking Agent Smith ass. There you are, Commander Sith, finally. Sissel, where have you been, my good man? I've been looking everywhere for you. A little unfinished business to take off. Didn't think it would take this long. What about your people? They sure went out of the way to mess me up. I say, I believe we fulfilled every one of our conditions on a little deal. What right do you have to complain about anything outside of our bargain? We can talk about that when we get together. This will be our last communication by telephone. We'll arrive in 1 hour. I look forward to seeing you, Sizzle. Dawn is approaching. The darkness surrounding my own mystery is deep, but I know it's always darkest before the dawn. Yes. We're nearing the final stages of a little deal, my good man. Yes, sir. All preparations are complete, sir. And we just had a report, sir. Lights have been spotted, sir. Have they now? By all means, let me have a look. Yes, we're very close. Is this a submarine? We will now disconnect from the communication cable and have no service until we arrive, sir. Very well. This is a fucking submarine. Slapping a requirement. Apparently so. Nice try, Inspector Cabanela. But you can never stop me. See ya, sucker. Trick time. So... that submarine guy and has people have a deal going with me, do they? If that's the case, they probably aren't the ones who killed me, right? Anyway, there's definitely something behind the Inspector's death. I think I'd better talk to him. Well, well, well. Hey, do you think you'd wake up for me? Oh boy, still unconscious, eh? Guess he hasn't been dead for very long then. Just go ahead and back to 4 minutes before his death. I'm a little nervous about what I might see here, though. But if that's where I'm going to find my answers, I can't run away from it. Still not quite sure what the hell is going on here. Okay, that's the call that we... Was he forced to do that? That's a good boy. Gee, a hostage sure is a handy thing. Gives me complete control over the top police inspector in the country. What's the matter? All those broken bones smart you a bit? What's it like to feel pain? Does it matter to feel... Does it make you feel alive? Why are you doing this? Oh, this is that kind of question for a top inspector to ask. Isn't it obvious? Revenge, of course. Revenge on all the people who stole my life away 10 years ago. Don't be ridiculous. It was a meteorite that stole your life. Why have you forgotten that? Wrong. I was murdered by all of you. Detective Jowett, who chased me down and forced me into a corner even though I was innocent. Lynn, that girl who was right there when I was running. Lynn? She was just an innocent little girl playing in the park. If that brat hadn't been there, I never would have thought of taking hostage. It's the most self-centered garbage I've ever heard. And finally you, Inspector Cabanela. Me? If you hadn't done what you did, I never would have pointed a gun at that kid. You were so proud of your spotless records, and my case was the one blot on it, wasn't it? Only 2 people know the real truth, me and Detective Childs. I bet tonight's execution will be quite a relief for you, won't it? One of the people who know about the stain on your record will disappear for good. That's why you didn't help him escape from prison. That's the kind of guy you are. I have nothing to say to you. You never listen anyway. Okay. Gods. Now then, Inspector. Time to make a big red stain on that spotless white coat. This was another condition of my deal. To wipe out everybody who knew about Temzik. What the fuck? Finch? That's what I'm up to? None of this makes any sense. Hey, man. Mind telling me what's going on? Inspector Cabanela, he's awake. Mind's spinning, baby. Am I to understand? That Cabanela character who just got shot is me. That's right. And you're supposed to be the scoundrel there who just shot me. I guess so? But you couldn't be, could you? Huh? After all, the guy in the red suit just walked out the door, right? So, who are you? I guess I just have to face it. I'm not that Cecil guy. I'm somebody who's searching for himself. That's why I'm here to save you. At the very least, you have information about that guy in red, information I need. So you came on a rescue mission now, didn't you? Nothing like the son of that, baby. Because there's a very important life here somewhere, a life valuable to this nation. Okay, so do your thing, baby. He's actually not talking about himself, he's talking about Camilla, for a change of pace. So. Okay, yeah. So are you a manipulator too? I have ghost tricks, powers of the dead, yeah, but I can't control living creatures. Anywho, I think you'd better be very careful. My guy in red is a manipulator. Naturally, he knows about powers like yours. If he realizes you're here, things might get a little sticky. Alright, I better be careful. Okay. Look at him. Yeah, it's exactly as they thought. It's the fucking thing that... It is essentially like the body that we came out of as well, and I'm guessing that it's because it has a shard of the meteorite. I'm guessing that the tiny shards just turned into more sizzles, for whatever reason. That's something emanating from this body. Is it really the sign of having special powers of the dead? What is this? What's going on? I've seen the ghost boat like this. So yeah, are ya? That's my presence. I noticed you. You think you'd stop me, don't you? Do you? I don't know why you're wearing my face, but you might as well give up now. I control everything. Everything, including the life of this police inspector in white. Okay. Alright. Look at this bookshelf is lined with books. The one on top is balanced for practicality. It's a wonder it doesn't fall off. How'd the old pigeon guy even reach up there? I wonder if he makes this pigeon fetch it for him. I can't do anything too obvious. Which is fair. I can close the spout lid, but I don't know what that ends up doing. I'm just gonna do it anyway. just in case. What I'm thinking I can probably do is just basically troll him a bit. I'm gonna have to wait for some dialogue to play out. Maybe blind him. Oh, that's a real shocker, baby. Didn't he feel that? He grilled his own fist to crispy perfection. It's just not natural, is it? It's kind of hard to move around here. It's the same kind of pauses you do on the stall. If you do anything too obvious, he'll notice you. Under these circumstances, I don't know if there's a way to save you. Ouch! Don't admit that to right in front of me, baby. Hang on a minute. Oh good, I can't use the phone lines in this past world. Oh, right. You can go down here. What the fuck? Look at this place. He trashed the whole fucking thing. What in the world happened here? I think I'm starting to remember. Something bad happened here. Now, there's another death lying hidden here. What? Another death? Didn't I tell you from the start? Didn't I say that was a very important life valuable to the nation here? I thought you were talking about you. I'm just a crazy character in a white coat, baby. It's the pigeon man. Hey, come to think of it, where's that old pigeon guy? Yeah, that's the death he's talking about. Blop, blop. Oh, what the hell is going on here? Excuse me. Are you awake? Gosh. Never sleep during work hours. Professor, do you recognize me? There's only one crazy character in a white coat that I know of. He's lost his memory. Not the type who likes losing things. But never mind that. Cabanela, this is quite a surprising guest you brought with you. Pretending like you didn't just blow up the place. Are you talking about me? Oh, this is a different guy, and I'm like his guest, actually. He said he came to rescue us. Unlike you, my sharp friend, he still hasn't gotten his memory back. Pitiful. Ouch, that hurts. Anyway, now we'll be going back to 4 minutes before your death, in order to change your fate, that is. But aren't we already in the past, man? But we can go back even further. We've done it before. Still don't see a path to saving Inspector Cabanela. But if we go back further, maybe I'll find a lead. Rewind time! Going full Inception mode now. Okay. How many times do I have to tell you, Professor? This place is dangerous. Don't be daft. Can't leave now. It's completely dead, just as I thought. But just as I thought, I'm getting a reading. It's the source of his power, so if I remove it... He's not dead, he's just not there. The true form of the manipulator isn't something you can detect, it's a spirit. Ridiculous. So you figured it all out, huh? You clever man, Inspector Cabanela. So it really is, it's really true. I wasted a lot of time tonight because of you, Inspector. That's all, just like you said. I died 10 years ago. This body is just a vessel, a shell. I control everything, this shell, people. Just like I control the Justice Minister and Lynn. It's true. You were manipulating my baby that time? You made her shoot your shell? But why? Why would you do a thing like that? To create conclusive evidence, you know? That's security tape. Now she's a murderer too. She'll suffer just like Jack did. Now then, Professor. I'm afraid it's time for you to die. I don't have any grudge against you. I'm even grateful to you. Oh yeah? So why don't you let me live then? I'll be leaving this country before tonight, but before I do, I need to erase all the evidence that these powers of mine exist. Along with a contraption in this room. This time, the thing will work the way it was meant to, and it'll all be over. Cupid won't turn this time. He'll shoot his little arrow this way. Professor, look out! And that was dynamite. All along. Dynamite, eh? When the devil did he put that there? Planned it all out tonight. Having my baby shoot him. Having his corpse disappear. His corpse disappeared? The medical examiner. Remember him? He was a complete and utter imposter. Oh, he was also blue-skinned. I didn't even realize that. Said he was going to take the corpse back to the lab, but he'd already made a deal with the manipulator to meet him and give him the body back. But I wasn't going to let that happen, baby. I saw through that plan, eh? And it was right away the medical examiner didn't know the first thing about examining a body. I knew it was a fake, so I tracked it down and brought him off. Brought him off? I had smuggled the corpse into this room. Thought that we could find the source of his powers. Of course, never in my wildest dreams said I think his abilities were powers of the dead. Anyway, there isn't much time. He's leaving the country before dawn. I'm going to follow him, of course, after I save you two. But something's been nagging at the back of my mind. I remember what Ray said to me tonight. Said that spirits cease to exist when the day breaks. But if that's true, how could a spirit from 10 years ago still be here? No time for thinking now, baby. Action is the name of the game. Work your magic and take us back even further into the past. I'm pretty sure that Ray is the man we're looking at right now. Either that, or Ray is yet another split of us. So you can't open it. Give me the fact that the professor's standing on it to have anything to do with it. It may look small, but I'm pretty heavy set. I'm so proud of that fact, too. This door. Such a pity. Too bad it doesn't open downwards. Sometimes life can be so hard, wouldn't you agree, Professor? Yeah, that's why we're both dead. Now that opens downward, eh? I need you real quick. I'm gonna basically first of all... I'm going to try to fiddle with him the same way that he did with the original contraption, probably. Because I am expecting to be able to interact with the Cupid and turn him around. Like, I can't do anything too obvious. Now then, Professor. Yes, yes. I suppose we've already noticed. Time's running out, baby. Yeah, no perps about it, I know. But you know, there aren't a whole lot of things I can use to my ghost tricks on in here. Looks like it's all over. Unless I find another path, I'm sort of at the deadlock here. Sissel. Hey, I know that voice. What are you doing here, Bissell? Help me. Where are you? find me. Before I'm carried away. What's with the faint sounding call for help? He's here somewhere. Friend of yours? Yep, a little guy that looks a little fragile, but has strength that would surprise you. Well, he's asking you to find him. Before he's carried away, no less. But I'm almost out of time. Should I look for him? I can't interact with him. Missile, here I am! Oh hey, it's Missile! What are you doing here? You really have to ask? Seriously, are you really going there? No, that's okay, never mind. Anyway, I need your powers. Will you help me out? Of course! Here, let me come join you. Okay, here I am, Sizzle. Now maybe things will flow in a new direction. Even though the flow of the sewer is a little bit stinky. So what do we do? A ball? Trash can, lid trash can. Squeaky guys are making a fuss about something. Sizzle. Animal insects are starting to surface. If you mean you want to chase them, I think you'd have to be alive to do that. Must be some kind of rat feast in that trash can. Those things usually make a bigger commotion than that. Big commotion, eh? Rats. So many rats. Now that's what I'd call a proper commotion. Making that trash can dance. Truth be told, I feel a bit like dancing now myself. Getting harder and harder to hold my wild insects back. What a dangerous bunch. Okay, let's stop that explosion. No, we can't do that. Okay, let's take care of that man in red then. No, we can't do that either. We can't do this, we can't do that. What can we do? We let the explosion happen. Then we rescue the old pigeon guy with the man in red noticing. And your pals are the key to all of this missile. Oh, I don't know about it, but I'll do my best. Talking about a matter of seconds, we can't miss a chance. Oh! Do you remember to use my powers? Yeah, you can swap things that have the same shape, right? Well, to be precise, I can swap things that look like they have the same shape. What's the difference? As I was being carried by the wind, falling into the river, I realized something. If you look at the thing from a different angle, it looks different. You know, that's a pretty good point for a little doggy who came in with the sewage. But yeah, I wanted to... No, oh, wait. I'm stupid. Look out! Sorry, little pigeon. I do find that quite funny. As for you, Inspector, I have a little job for you. I can't move. I think I have 4 or 5 broken bones. I don't mind. It won't prevent me from manipulating you. It might hurt a little bit when I move you, though. Quite a bit, actually. Damn you. While alive is alive. Can't believe it. You all actually pulled it off. Sorry, Inspector Commander. I couldn't do anything about it to help you. And there I am, a poor broken heap of arms and legs. But no matter, I enjoyed the show. A magic disappearing act, that is. Nothing like it, baby. Yeah, except, unlike a normal magic trick, I'm the one who managed to vanish without a trace here. What's the matter? You look like you'd rather be dead, not that you aren't. I was just remembering about the fact that right about now, the real me has given the poor Justice Minister a real fright. A phone call? Yeah, he was pretty upset. Excuse me, mister. You really shouldn't be mean like that. And what's this lively little creature? Oh, this the little doggy is the warrior who keeps Camilla safe. Oh, he would be if he was actually full alive. Camilla. Gods in heaven, what a terrible thing. A poor little girl taken hostage. It's a cruel twist of fate indeed. Wait just a minute, Miss Camilla is a hostage? Yes, we're sorry, little warrior. Miss Camilla, a hostage? What's a hostage? Anyway, Inspector Cabanella, it's time to save your life now. But you couldn't get very far when you tried before, am I right? This time it's different, right, Cecil? That's right, with us working together, it's a whole different situation. We'll save the Inspector and White, and then we'll go to rescue Camilla, okay? Okay, let's hurry up and get through this. Gee, kids, you're making me feel all like an afterthought. Alright, let's get started. Inspector Camilla's upstairs, so our first step is to get up there. Cecil, I'll go up first and wait for you. Okay, Lovey Dove, we need your help. Carry this measuring device upstairs. It has Mr. Ghost in it, so don't drop it. Well, sure. There you are, Cecil. Sorry for the wait, Missile. Just jump in there and stop him from flying, would you? There you go again with that stuff. Besides, it doesn't make any sense. If you stop him from firing, he'll just kill you in some other way. Wait, why are you still here? Wait a minute, that sounds familiar. Yep, same situation as mine. Your best bet this time around is to allow him to shoot and then save Camilla without him noticing. Yeah, it's even worse than last time. Any hoots, jump in there and do something. Okay, I'm ready to jump in, Cecil. Don't forget, whenever you want yet. First of all, let me inspect the room. It needs hats, microscope, photos. I am honestly kinda stumped. We can't reach anything as Cecil, while at the same time, we can't teleport anything as Missile. So... okay, there we go. Hmm. Honestly, I don't really know. I need to inspect some things here real quick. Basically, I need to figure out what I can replace with what. Oh, did you see that? The bad sizzle turned around. Do you have to call him like that? Yeah, maybe this is a chance to try some ghost tricks. This is the only time he takes his eyes off me too. If you have something to do, do it now. Time to take the first steps towards saving the inspector. How's that? Okay. This place also has one sequence, which is kind of annoying. Hmm. Hmm. I don't really know what to do right now. I'll be honest. I'm guessing... Shit. Two... One... Can't trigger right now. It's no use. Even with my powers, there's nothing I can do. Don't see anything to swap the bullet with. Guess you didn't make it in time. So sorry, Inspector. I'll have to try again. Again? I'm going to get shot again? What do I switch with? What do I switch with? Yeah, but what the hell do I switch with? There's nothing there. What the fuck? Yeah, we know. So, going about this calmly, I don't think there's anything in this room that is actually the same shape. Can't quite make it there. Fuck. Honestly, I think I'm gonna leave. I can't save right now. Can't save right now, though. I think I'm gonna leave this until next week, because I'm feeling like I'm getting a cold, and honestly, my throat is dying. Just gonna make sure that it's saved. Okay. I'm gonna give it one last quick shot, but I just don't know what to switch with here. There's nothing here. Like, we have a lamp, we have a hat. We could theoretically switch the two hats, but they shouldn't look anything like a bullet. The closest that we have is this book up here, and that's completely in the wrong spot. Oh, fuck. What do I do? God damn. I don't quite get it. Yeah. Another tricky one. Yeah, I know that he sends my ghost pass. I'm just gonna retreat to the beginning. I don't understand, like, what am I supposed to switch things with here? What? It's the helmet. I'm not supposed to move the helmet. Like, I'm not supposed to touch this because it's supposed to move or be replaced with the bullet. I screwed it by doing something, essentially. That's my only guess, at least. So we just need to wait it out, switch the bullet with the helmet, and then... Ow. I can move you in the helmet, alright? Into the helmet already. Then you get supersonic helmet flung in space. Yeah, I don't know what it's gonna help with either, but... Like, the fact that moves back there is basically just pointless. There's another one that may feel like... not much should change. Doesn't mean that it won't. Ding, 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 ding. Makes him a little scared right now. When did he die? Because he's already dead. He died 10 years ago. I knew full well he wouldn't die if I shot him. Why did you go through the trouble of shooting him at all? Absolutely, yeah. Think you saw something? Mm-hmm. Would you look at that? The bullet's hanging midair between the gun and the inspector's forehead. Now's a chance. I'm in the bullet right now. Let's swap this little thing with something else. What? It's our only hope. There's got to be something here with the same shape and direction as the bullets. The problem is that it needs to be the same direction. Nah. Hurry now. I'm on it. Shut up. It's finicky. That's the problem. Bonk. Same background. We tried swapping what we could find, but we just made things worse. Not nice, kids. Not nice at all. You put it into my lovely mask. I guess we'd better look for something softer to swap with. I know where it is, but I don't know how to get it over there. How do I get the damn hat over to the left side? Because it's unfortunately too far. Like, this is not close enough. You have an idea? I probably need to wait until the dude falls over. But even then, how the fuck? Dropping sizzle from a step ladder. But I can't get there at that moment, because that entire thing is one segment. I can't ghost trick until he gets back up. That and helmet are also pointing in the opposite directions. I think I have an idea now? Like, I'm still gonna have to wait until after the dude has been shot. Like, I am going to use the stepladder. Which means that I need to turn this thing. Whoop. Like, I can't ghost trick in this segment at all. Until he's back up and standing. Basically, until now, until the title of Ghost Trick, or Ghost Time, or Trick Time pops back up, I can't do anything. So, until now. I do have an idea, though. The book. I'm an idiot. I know what I need to do. We're doing this one for the day. I know what I need to do. I need to drop the helmet. The helmet is a red herring. Basically, the helmet being there is bad. Yep, I'll quickly drink something. That's probably a good idea because my throat is starting to absolutely kill me. Look into the book. So, the entire deal will be that we move the trolley to the right, drop the hat onto it, move it to the left, switch with the book. Well, we need to drop the helmet when he turns around, that's the main thing. So right now we need to turn this, drop this. That's important. Because the reason it will work is because the hat will land on the hook and become the same shape again. That is the goal here. But yeah, my throat is still absolutely killing me. Like, after this puzzle, I'm definitely going to save an end. Like, I know that there's going to be dialogue afterwards at the end of the chapter, but throat's killing me. Move. Drop down. to the trolley and move to the left. Switch with a book. Very good. Move into the hat. We are in the hat. Very nice. Well, what do you think of that? Right on the hook. I love knit hats. So warm, soft, and most of all, soft. You know, I'm looking at it. That hat is the same shape as the helmet you just knocked down. Aha! I thought so. Now then, Inspector. Time to make that big red. So this will essentially save them for now. Last 1 second, yep. Bang. Honestly, the scene of him getting hit in the face with the helmet was pretty fucking funny. Whoop. Whoop. I don't think he noticed. Looks like he pulled off another magic disappearing act. And I'll say again, I love knit hats. So warm and most of all soft. Did do it alright. You did a fine job, little one. You saved another life. And I'll keep doing it too. Over and over. Otherwise. Ow. What I saw in just these 4 minutes gave me all the answers I've been looking for. Explain, Professor. Yep. All our research these past 10 years pales in comparison, right, Professor? So you two were working together. That's about the size of it, yeah? Who would believe a story about a manipulator? So we pursued it ourselves, just the two of us. I'm quite a crazy character myself, after all. Okay, let's hurry back to our time. We have to rescue Miss Camilla. You're right, Missile. There's a certain guy I have to follow too. Yeah, I'm not gonna... Like, if the chapter ends here, good. Oh, man. After completing his revenge on Inspector Campanella, the man in red left, and now a new story is about to unfold in a new present. How are you feeling, you old crazy character? Hey there, Prof. We're both alive, I see. Yeah, nothing like it, baby. I don't know if I'm getting old or what. I've got a few aches and pains here and there. Used to be a little thing like an explosion wouldn't bother me. Yeah, right, like I'm going to believe that. So what? The guy in red is gone, eh? Just in case, I posted special investigations units all around the building. Just pray the boys came through for us. Damn it, you picked a bad time not to listen to me, buddy of mine. Yeah, as I've mentioned, I'm gonna save it. This should be the end of the chapter. It looks like both of their deaths were erased. Unfortunately, in the case of the Inspector in white, I can't call it a complete success, but in any case, these two have information that I need to start tracking the manipulator. I better talk to them. Well, you better start talking. If I knew a few things were going to end up like this, I would have tried to die in that explosion, maybe. That way I could have been dancing after Big Red by now. Might be able to raise deaths, but it's true I can't do much about injuries. But really, you shouldn't talk that way. Sorry, I suppose you're right. I just hate feeling so helpless. It was right there within my grasp. All the plans were resting on tonight, and then this had to happen. I guess he's thinking about the spotless records. It's not too late, Inspector. We still have a chance. Compared to his earlier situation, Camilla is mildly inconvenienced. Yes. Maybe you can catch him. Say, you're right. That's not a bad idea. Cooperate with you fully. Go ahead and fire away with any questions you like, Mr. Goss. It's not talking. This was a mistake. Like I mentioned, revenge. Revenge against the people who stole his life away 10 years ago. He's a fool. He's the one who made the decision to take that little girl hostage, and he wound up dead. He only has himself to blame. What about when he said this? It's murdered by all of you. Okay. Done what you did. Yes, 10 years ago on that day, the Special Investigation Unit was working on a certain big case. We hauled in a young man, an important witness to our investigation. And then I did it. I made 2 very stupid mistakes. Detective, I'll tell you, I don't know anything about it. Fine, fine, you're under no obligation to talk, of course. But if you don't, the Special Investigation Units can make the rest of your life a living hell. But I've just been assigned to the Special Investigation Unit, you see. They didn't share much info on the big case with a newbie like me yet, and I wanted to impress them. It was only supposed to be a simple matter of taking a statement, but it was too green. I pushed him too hard, so I drove him into a corner and made him lose all his hope. That was my first mistake. And then I made another mistake on top of that. You didn't pay attention and he grabbed your gun. Cabanela, got a minute? The Chief wants to see you about your report. Got it? I'll be right there. Oh, he left the door open or something. You stay right here and be a good boy now. And that's when I did it. I left it behind and oh, you left the fucking gun behind you? And you are an idiot. How could you? You used my gun to escape. What he said is true. If I hadn't made that mistake, he never would have had a gun to point at Lynn in the first place. I first found out about the manipulator's existence during a certain overseas communication. Overseas communication? For national security purposes, the country keeps tabs on communications networks. This particular communication was about making a deal with a certain foreign country. He said he wanted them to buy him and his powers. That's how we first heard about him. Of course, we didn't know what he looked like at the time. And in order to prove these powers of his, we gave them 2 predictions. He foresaw 2 completely preposterous impossible cases. The case of a man who would sing national secrets during a live rock concert on broadcast, and the case of a man who would take the chief commissioner hostage in his own office. That's 2 inmates in the special prison, eh? Kept tabs on the communications and launched an investigation. And then finally we pinpointed where they were going to meet tonight and staked it out. What's the leave the gun behind the interrogation? I don't know. A restaurant, the Chicken Kitchen. The manipulator plans on leaving this country tonight on a submarine that belongs to the other country in this deal. Submarine? We haven't been able to find out where it's going to surface. It's terrifying to think that it would happen. What would happen if this powers were to fall into their hands? Right, highly unlikely they'd use him for peaceful purposes. And now they have that little girl as a hostage. Camilla. We have to stop him before he leaves this country. Spotless records. The spotless record of yours. Is it really that important to you? Of course, baby. In some ways, it's more important to me than my life. In your life, eh? After all, it's because of my records, and that I'm able to get my hands on all intel as heads of the Special Investigation Units. And because of my position, I get to direct all aspects of the investigation into the manipulator case. Should have lost this job, he really should have. Manipulator case? That's why you cared about your record so much? Girls? Why, that's baby. Just never could believe it, man. Child shooting Alma. I didn't care that he confessed. There was definitely something more to the story, some secret. I did everything I could to climb the ladder. Everything in my power. And then I finally found the answer. It took 5 long years though. The manipulator. He's going to prove that Jard is innocent. Incredible determination. Coming in determination. I really want to be done by now. My voice is giving out. There's one thing I don't understand. If you were so determined to help Detective Jowd, why didn't you help him to escape from prison? That's an easy one, baby. Escaping from prison is a crime. Wasn't about to help him commit a crime after spending 5 years trying to prove him innocent. And he himself asked to be executed, you know. As a man of the law, I had to make sure that the execution was stopped legally. And that's why I brought him before the Justice Minister, too. I need to buy as much time as I possibly could, baby. So that's it, eh? My entire body is about to give out. Come on, let's should talk faster. There's one little unfortunate result of all this. I didn't completely misunderstand your intentions. What's a little misunderstanding? My baby will come around, give it time. But then more important things to do with our time tonight. Please, be done. Do I really have to talk to you as well? Mr. Superintendent, do you mind if I talk to you for a minute? I haven't always been a drunk yet, Superintendent, you know. I used to be a part of the police. Police, huh? Not as a detective, but as a medical examiner. I investigated victims' cause of death. 10 years ago, I was asked to autopsy a strange corpse. Hit by a meteorite fragment and died instantly. That's what the police report said. There were no signs of life, he was definitely dead, but I never filed an autopsy report. It's because the corpse suddenly vanished. You might only know one clue. An unusual corpse. I bet that's what I've been chasing all night. Could you tell me more? Yeah, sure. I've been interested in you recovering your memory and finding your true identity too. Unusual corpse. That's the only way I can describe it, too. It was an unusual corpse. He was dead alright, no question about that, but there wasn't a scratch on him. Not a scratch, but I thought he was hit by a meteorite fragment. I don't understand it any more than you do. But I was completely bewildered when I tried to autopsy him. I was even more puzzled. I couldn't perform the autopsy. You couldn't? What do you mean? The knife didn't pierce the skin. The scalpel went in, but I couldn't cut. As soon as I tried to make an incision, it would heal up in the very next instant. And that's how it went. No scarring, no blood either. I never had the chance to solve the mystery. Because the corpse had vanished on us. The morgue is well guarded, nobody could have stolen that body. But there's one way the corpse could have disappeared. What's that? If it just gotten up and walked out. It got up, opened the door, and walked out on its own. Oh, what? He was dead, but he wasn't dead. We saw with our eyes tonight, not even that explosion could kill him. And he didn't even feel it when he slammed his fist on the stove. Who left behind? That's going to be a third dialogue option. The corpse left behind some data from some testing I found. I got some readings for some kind of radiation coming off the body. Radiation? I used all kinds of instruments, but I couldn't determine exactly what kind of radiation it was. Some undiscovered type from a world unknown. Wait a minute, could it be... That's right, it was coming from the meteorite fragments. I went to that park and tested the spot where the meteorite fell, and just as I expected, I detected radiation coming from that crater. It was the exact same pattern of radiation as that of the corpse. At the time, I thought he was being some kind of immortal being. He would die only to come back to life. I wanted to research it all in depth, so I quit my job as a police medical examiner. Several years later, I came to learn the connection between my research and the Manipulator case, thanks to the arrival of this crazy character here. Oh, stoop now, Professor. Do you want to see me blush? Cornella's arrival. Yep, please, be done. It was about a year ago, I'd say. This man in white came dancing into my research lab here. More dialogue, please, stop. I heard there was an oddball here. Look who's researching Temzik. Is that you, Butte, baby? Why are you to be calling anybody an oddball? I was investigating the Manipulator case then, and then I heard there was a man who'd quit the police force to study the meteorite. When I heard that, it was like a meteorite that struck me on the head. Like, I'm not complaining, the story is pretty good, but man, it really needs to stop right now. At the time, we were just starting to get leads on this Manipulator. We didn't know yet who he was yet, but we knew he was communicating with a certain foreign country. In one of those communications, we had the Manipulator say this: "The source of my power is not of this world." And that's when I put two and two together, baby. The Manipulator case and Temzik were somehow connected. Which also explains how 5 years ago he used his powers to manipulate the birthday surprise that a little girl made for her mother. He added that gun to the contraption most likely by controlling Camilla. Are we done? Are we done? Please be done. So that contraption in the basement there, you built that to try and help Detective Jowd. That's right. Jowd and I worked together back when I was with the Force. I used the reports of his case to try and recreate the device, but there was just one part of it that I couldn't reproduce, no matter how I tried. When I told Jowd that it did something it shouldn't have, made an impossible move. I added that part of the device to recreate it. I put in a part that would only allow Cupid to rotate, otherwise the gun wouldn't fire. So that must mean somebody manipulated Camilla's contraption. As a result, we proved to ourselves that the manipulator actually existed. Inspector Camilla! Hey, baby. Sorry about that phone call. I must have sounded like a real villain. I hated to spoil your image of me. Of that cool cat inspector you always looked up to. Is that really the image she had of him? Please, stop! Fuck this. Inspector Camilla, I'm sorry, I just heard. You were chasing after that man all this time and to try and help Detective Jowd. This manipulator is such a dangerous character. I was hoping you didn't have to be involved. So that's why you had me arrested tonight, isn't it? Like I always say, if somebody's in the way, throw him in the slammer. Yikes. Tonight, I really thought we finally had him. But my body gave out on me and right on the critical moments. It's like a cruel joke. Ha ha ha! Well, a joke is a joke, you might as well laugh! Jowd! The minister called off the execution order. And while he was at it, he let Detective Jowd go free until tomorrow morning too. That's a pretty extreme while he was at it. So it took so long to get here. You can take you can leave the rest to me. There you go again, you've always been like that. Make everybody else run around and then you swoop in at the last second. Jowd. 5 years ago, you left this code with me just before you turned yourself in. I promise to give it back to you one day. Fucking bird. Chat and message. I'm waiting so long, Detective Jowd. Waiting for this day to come. Thanks for not giving up on me, Lynn. Bird is the word, bird is the word. Okay, I'm off then. Good luck, my old friend. This present you gave me, it's just what I needed. Thank you. Glad you like it. It's a locket with his daughter's picture, or with the family's. Please let me be off then. Don't want to miss anything, I'm guessing. Just are you there? Yeah, I'm here. You and I have to go find that man. I need your help. Will you do this with me? Sure, but how? We don't know where the submarine is, and the phone line doesn't work. They use communication cables to make their calls. We'll get you hooked up somehow, you'll see. Can you wait here until we do, please? Part of the story you don't know. 15 more minutes. Oh, please stop. Okay, fine, I'm counting on you. So this true self you're looking for, I bet you'll find it soon. Alright, so I'm leaving, Inspector Camilla. Help. Help. It's almost dawn. I'm not who I thought I was, I'm actually further drawn from knowing who I am than ever. But now, I don't feel so alone. Each one of us, for his own reasons, is looking for the truth. Together, I think we can shed light on these mysteries and drive away the darkness, but it's almost dawn. Thank God! I'm ending my stream here. I really like this game, but my throat is not holding up today. It's starting to genuinely hurt. So, let me see what I can rate today. Ah, fucking hell. Let's go and say hello to... How about Nitro? Nitro sounds good. Have a good night, Bakasura. Go and say hello to the Nitro side, who's currently playing Cassette Beasts. And I'm going to leave and treat my throat and drink something and just chill and have a good night. Thank you very much for being here, I much appreciate it, and I do hope to see you again. Bye!